What's going on, bowlers? Chris Beans here with Bowlers Rant, bringing you some updates from brands of Brunswick. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on those notifications. All right, if you can hear the excitement in my voice, it is Announcements Day. And guess what? We've got a slew of new balls coming from brands of Brunswick. We are going to go to the interwebs right now, and today we are taking a look at the brand new Mindset from Brunswick, the Ebonite Game Breaker 4, and the Madness from Columbia 300. Asymmetric pearl here, symmetrical hybrid from Ebonite, but at the king of the crop, the top, the Mindset from Brunswick. We're going to get into that right now. And front and center, outside the fact that this is a brand new ball, look at this core. This thing is ginormous. Oh my gosh. That thing is amazing. And it's got all kinds of technology written all over it with the signature Brunswick crown. We've got to get into this. So, what do we got going on here? This ball features the Evolution Solid Reactive Cover Stock and the Mindset Core. Keep in mind, the Evolution Solid Cover Stock was on the Quantum Evo Solid. The color orange sky and royal blue. It is in the Pro category with it in the traction reaction with a rating of 92 in the Brunswick Performance Index. And it is solid. The finish 500, 1500 C Air micropad, and the numbers at 15 pounds, 2.487 RG with a .050 differential, 0.021 asymmetric differential. So translation, this is your heavy asymmetric solid meant for the oil. When you need to get something that gets traction in the soup, this is your ball. And guess what? For once, Brunswick's got a video ready to go. Don Barrett's going to be throwing it along with a few other people. Guys and gals are both represented. Let's take a look at it now. Bang, right across fourth arrow, and the pop. That's that dual density flip blocks that you saw in the previous picture. That's what you get at the end. Plus, you've got Dynamic Core, 12% more hitting power, coefficient of restitution. That means more spread to the pins, right? And you've got DOT. You can lay it out any way you want, but this is what you're going to use when you're in a heavy house condition or a sport pattern where you need traction. And with that dual density flip block, you're going to get that flip at the back, and that's going to make everybody, including me, very, very happy. I do have an affinity for Brunswick asymmetric solids because I like to use them in league and do shoot something better than 190. That's just a joke. But yeah, this is what you're going to look at, and I think this is going to make a lot of people very, very happy. Okay, let's move on and talk about, in the Ebonite camp, the Ebonite Game Breaker 4 Hybrid. And first and foremost, that shelf appeal is fantastic. This is absolutely the best looking Game Breaker I think I've ever seen. Just looking very, very premium, and that's what I like to see coming out of the Ebonite camp. Stuff's looking sharp. So let's talk about the specs. This ball has the HK22 GB 12.0 hybrid. Say that 5 times fast. Cover stock. Enhanced V2 core. We're familiar with that. The color purple and black. Love that. It is a hybrid. The finish 500, 1000, 1500 C Air micropad with crown factory compound. And the numbers at 15 pounds, 2.48 RG with a .048 differential. So just like the last ball we saw, anything in your 248, RG, it's low differential, or low RG, excuse me, so it starts up sooner than later. But this thing's going to go quite a bit down the lane, and it's got HK22. It's going to have that extra pop. It's going to have that extra boom. That cover stock is no joke, and it looks like brands of Brunswick are treating it like a hammer and using it on everything. Everything's a nail, apparently. But in this case, that's not a bad thing. HK22 is really, really good stuff. So you're pairing HK22 with the GB12 hybrid, additive package, and you've got pretty much Dynamic Core here as well, and you've got basically something you're going to use on the breakdown for medium to medium light conditions, and you're going to see length with a strong back end, looking sharp. Last but not least, the Columbia 300 Madness. This is a new line, and basically they're talking about here, this is an asymmetric ball, and it's complementing the recent Explosion and CUDA Power Core and Top Speed releases. And I should say that at least I've seen the CUDA Power Core and Top Speed. Those were both bonkers releases. So Columbia 300 is has some momentum behind them right now, and we've got this ball. And this one also has HK22. So this one is going to be your quintessential house shot, skid flip reaction. All right. So got HK22 ERT Pro Reactive Cover Stock and the Craze Core. So I think this is a brand new core. The color yellow, black, and bronze, and it is a pearl. The finish 500, 1000, 1500 C Air micropad with Crown Factory compound. Same finish as the last ball. And the numbers at 15 pounds. Back to the info sheet. 2.495 RG with a .048 differential, .012 asymmetric differentials. Now, that 012 asymmetric differential, that's a versatility asymmetric differential. That's the sweet spot. And that's why when I say anything that is, 2495, 250, you're starting to get into that medium RG, but 048 got a fair amount of differential. 012, it's not going to go sideways, but it is going to be a late elliptical arc, and it's going to be a boom to the back. And this is going to give you a lot of torque right off. It's going to be a quick response to friction. It's going to make a lot of people very, very happy. Sport shot, house shot, any shot. This is something that you can tune the surface with. This is going to be your versatile ball, and it does have dynamic core and the DOT layout system. So lay it out any way you want. HK22, dynamic core, like it's got all the bells and whistles. The only question is, will it fit your game? And I can't tell you because I don't know what this thing's going to do. I don't know that I've seen a 2.495 ball in a while. So I'm just gonna call it 250 just for shits and giggles. But yeah, these numbers are, for me as asymmetric pearl, this is in the sweet spot of something you can use on a variety of conditions. Now, when I think about shelf appeal, and I look at this one, and I look at this one, and then if I look at that one, not that one, that one, I'm just in love with this core. Squirrel moment. When I look at those three, I think when it comes to shelf appeal for this batch, I got to give it up to the Game Breaker 4. Looking sexy. Looks like a Ferrari, right? Just absolutely dynamite beautiful. Columbia, my hat is off to you. As usual, universal release dates will be in the video description. And of course, if you are interested in learning more about these balls and where you can pick them up, I've got links in the description where you can pick them up on bowlersmart.com. Ooh, a lot of great information there. So as usual, want to hear from you. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let's continue the conversation. More updates are coming. And until then, bowl well.